welcome to my unboxing and review of the ASUS TUF, the Ultimate Force 4070 Ti graphics card. The Ultimate Force designation from ASUS is one tier below their ROG, Republic of Gamers designation, which they reserve for their most premium components. And we're going with TUF, not ROG, for a reason I'll describe later in the video. But the 4070 Ti uses NVIDIA's 4000 series Lovelace architecture. The Lovelace architecture, going from the previous generation's 3000 series Ampere architecture, provides the performance boost associated with a new generation of graphics card with additional clock speed, more CUDA and RT cores, better ray tracing performance, and architecture-specific DLSS. You will get better performance in gaming, video rendering, streaming, AI, all those things associated with a new generation of graphics card. But the 4070 Ti is the more budget-conscious card because $800 is budget in 2023 because Jerome Powell is the best Fed chair to have ever held a position compared to the 4080 and the 4090. Now, going from the 3000 series in terms of dollar to in-game performance is just really unexciting. There's a lot of controversy on social media about how the 4070 is just a previous generation 3080. However, all that nonsense aside, the 4070 Ti fits in with our build ethos because we're using the i9 12900 Kilo and we're gaming at 1440p, occasionally 3440 by 1440p, 21:9 aspect ratio. And the 4070 Ti fits the ticker. Plus, the 12 gigs of VRAM might handicap you when gaming at 4K. The i9 12900 Kilo might cap the performance of the 4080 and the 4090, but it fits the ticker, as I mentioned, for the 4070 Ti. So without further ado, let's go ahead with the unboxing of the TUF 4070 Ti. Let's begin the unboxing. As I mentioned earlier, we're not spending additional money on the ROG version of a mid-level graphics card because if you are spending that much money on an advanced cooler for a mid-level card, you might as well just get the next tier up, like the 4080 or the 4090, because in-game performance isn't going to be helped that much by clock speed. It won't scale linearly dollar per frames per second. So here we go with the graphics card itself. It has some ROG, or rather, TUF, I have ROG on the mind. You have some TUF branding, and you have the splitter that you'll need. Space here. And finally, the card itself. And it's a big one. It is thick, with 2 C's, of course. Okay, I'm gripping it by the heatsink only. I like the look of the 3-fan design. Even though it's more budget-oriented, it does feel like a premium product. So let's go ahead and get this into the computer and run some benchmarks. Yeah. For comparison, here it is side by side with the GTX 1080 Titan style cooler. It really is the end of an era. Look at that, side by side. It's actually kind of nuts how far we've come in GPU cooler design. All right, plenty of plastic wrapping to take off as well. And then when you decide it's time to upgrade to the next generation of graphics card and you start taking and you uninstall this graphics card, you'll realize, wait a second, there's a small piece of plastic somewhere that I missed. And it's usually on top of the fans. But this is a beautiful cooler. This is a beautiful air cooler. I will never get tired of saying that because that's what it is. But like I mentioned earlier, do not splurge too much on a high-end air cooler for anything lower than the 80 or the 90 in any generation, because that money can be better invested in just getting the better graphics card instead of getting better cooling for the lower tier graphics card. All right, let's go ahead and put it in. And you see, we won't have any clearance issues. If you are using a custom water cooling loop like I've demonstrated with my case for this previously, you will have clearance issues, but for just your air-cooled build, you are completely in the clear. And I'm going to double check to make sure I did not miss anything like this cap. Did I miss any plastic? Last chance, forever hold your peace. Yes, I did. You see? Even here, I warned myself not to miss any pieces of plastic, and I missed some plastic. All right, for now, for real, let's go ahead and put it in. There's no more plastic, right? Okay, it clicks in. We only need show this area. We only need 2 areas. So we only need 2 slots on the I/O, even though the cooler is as big as it is. And we will need the splitter though, VGA cables from your power supply for this. So we were only using 1 in our previous build. We got to go back and get another one. Okay, graphics card is plugged in with the new VGA cable. I'm going to redo the cable management. The graphics card does have performance mode and a quiet mode, but here we go. We are spinning and we get signal. So that is enough of that. Oh, there's the RGBs. It's the RGBs of the graphics card. Yep, this graphics card does have some RGBs. But let's go ahead and get benchmarking. The 4070 Ti in all its RGB-ness is powering our rig now. And we are playing Destiny at 1440p. And we're getting 132 frames on maximum settings.
Hey, if you've made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it, whether you're new to the channel or a returning subscriber. I've let the content on my channel slow down to a trickle over the years because I've pursued other endeavors, including starting a family. I'm due a second child in 2 months. Can you believe that? But anyways, this is some content that I've sandbagged. The 4070 Ti Super has come out after I recorded this video, so I hope it's still relevant. I hope you guys still enjoy my content, but please, no matter what, let me know what I can do to improve and make content that you guys will be happy with. I also apologize for the poor audio quality in the beginning of the video. It sounds like I'm recording in a wind tunnel or something. I think the mic on my S20 Ultra was broken, but I've never used a lavalier mic for any of my videos. Maybe I should have, but my new phone, the S24 Ultra, should be a lot better for content creation in all facets. But I hope to see you guys in future. Thank you very much for watching.